Okay, you all, I know. Let me make sure this volume is turned up. Someone give me a sound check. I know my camera angle may seem a little crooked, right? We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this do what it do. Y'all come in, hit the like, hit the share button. Let's talk about the state of the economy real quick. I have to actually check out in approximately I don't know, 25 minutes. So this will not be a long live stream. Again, come in and hit the like and share button, and let me know how you are doing today as we have Passover weekend. Let me hit this. I'm looking for something real quick. And okay, there we go. All right, so I know you're seeing the prices as you're traveling this weekend at the gas pump is rising steadily, but that's okay because we already said it. Or if you follow my channel, if you don't follow my channel, come in and hit the like and share button and subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure you are a subscriber, support the channel. However, I said that expect this in May. Expect this to happen in May, that we're going to see again the $4 and above gas prices. And this is where we are at. A second. So let's have an educational breakdown right here. The U.S. president candidate, Robert Kennedy, is saying that the first step of banning Bitcoin, people say they want to ban Bitcoin, right? I can really, again, I told you I only have about 20 minutes to do this live stream, but I can really get into the Cash App CEO found dead, being stabbed to death, but I don't have time on this particular live stream. So the presidential candidate, Robert Kennedy, says FedNow is the first step to banning Bitcoin. So they want to ban Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin is the people's money. It is out of the government system. It is what's called decentralized. Hello, my beautiful people. Happy resurrection to you all. I just switched my screen. Let me give me a couple of seconds to give some shout outs to my lovely followers. Got Tony in, Yasmin. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Greetings from afar. Where is afar? Will you let me know where afar is? Hello, Miss Howard. Hello to you, Queen. Thank you for joining in and saying hello. Hello, Wanda. Good morning, grand risings to you as well. Ezra, peace and love and blessings to you also. And Ezra said $4 is normal in Cali. Yes, I definitely can believe that. On the West Coast area. Hello, who, me? Yeah, you. Hello, who, me? Yeah, you. Thank you all for tuning in. And let me get to the live stream because, again, I got to check out. So I'm going to have to make this like 10 minutes or less. And Robert Kennedy says FedNow is the first step into banning Bitcoin. So people, they want to ban Bitcoin. They want to ban anything that will take you outside of the government system. Now, let's talk about what FedNow is. FedNow is not the central bank's digital currency. I don't want you to get confused with that. FedNow is the system, right, that's going to launch the CBDCs, the central bank digital currency. It is that system. And now the presidential candidate, Kennedy, wants to ban Bitcoin just like the government, the Treasury, did with gold 90 years ago, people, in the double 33. That's in 1933. All right. From, I think, Kentucky, and you're in the motherland. That's wonderful. We're doing some things with cryptocurrency with people in the motherland, specifically Ghana, and have some real commodities, real use cases, and projects to enhance the minerals in Africa and enhance the mining system. And if you're in the cryptocurrencies, you can be a byproduct of those royalties from the natural resources that's in Ghana from mining gold. Real gold is, as I'm talking about gold, gold is real money. Most people don't know that. Everything else, the dollar is just debt. It is a, if I had a piece of paper, yeah, and I was writing IOU, that's all a dollar is. It is an IOU to pay you the real money at a future date. Guess what? United States don't want to pay the real money. They don't want to give up the gold. I don't even know how much gold the United States really have at Fort Knox. I do know in 1971, United States went broke. They went broke, and Spain was on their way to retrieve their gold on their warships, and the United States did not have it. So President Nixon had to change the laws that no outside countries could bring in the United States dollar and retrieve the real money as gold. And so you're an American preparing, yes, business for BRICS. Okay, but if you would like to collaborate, do some things while you're in Africa from a global perspective, just send me a text to that number on the screen, 331-444-5556. And so most people also don't know that gold was banned in 1933, right? 90 years ago, exact today. And so the FedNow is a payment system. It is not the central bank's digital currency. However, it is a payment system that will be launched in July of this year, and it's designed to allow things like bill payments, money transfers, and other activities to move faster at a lower cost. So it's going to bring in digital dollars. It's not going to immediately replace the physical cash, but it is going to usher in or pioneer in the digital currency, the digital cash movement. And so this will highlight, or this will bring about um, potential dangers for United States, you know, um, United States citizens. I'll say this way. It is a very slippery slope. And the central banks, when this happens, when this is launched in July, they will have the power to enforce dollar limits on transactions, restricting where you can send money. So, my friend that's in Africa, for example, that's an American, it will restrict certain places globally where you can send money, where you can spend money, and your money will also have an expiration date, meaning that if you don't spend it by a certain date or quota, right, it expires, it goes away. So it promotes people to be spenders and not really in a position to grow their money. It will have restrictions on things that you can purchase. It will be denied or approved. And I think most things that will be denied are things like things that are assets, things that are real world commodities. This is why I'm telling people right now that you need to definitely get in things like silver. I particularly like silver because silver is an industrial use. Silver outperforms gold in a bull market. If you are military, for example, those big missiles, right, that's on the deserts, they have about 30 pounds of silver in them. I forgot what they call those missiles. So you got 30 pounds of silver. If you are EV or solar panels, you have silver. And so everyone, in my opinion, should be able to afford $35 silver, right? Should be able to afford $35 an ounce to stack silver. Go, let me try to find this website. To my website, queenofcoinsilver.com. Queenofcoinsilver.com. Yeah, I think I found it. And you can definitely get your silver at a wholesale price. I think everyone should be stacking silver at $35 an ounce. Again, it's used in electronic vehicles, solar panels, 30 pounds of silver. Because, hey, let's be realistic. We go to war. These missiles that's out in the desert, they're going to need silver. So silver is more consumed and used on a daily basis, right, than gold is. And because of that, that's going to be a high commodity. And right now, there's a global shortage on silver, right? There's a global shortage on silver. So with that being said, you also have copper. You also have copper. You can also go to my website, Queen of Coin Silver, and find your copper as well. Ezra says silver is in circuit breakers. I'm definitely going to need that in times of like hurricane weathers and things like that, as so many states right now and citizens and people in the United States are experiencing uncommon weather right now, and tornadoes and hurricanes. So the governments, right, the philosophy I have is never let a good crisis go to waste. Never let a good crisis go to waste. Be prepared for this. Be proactive. Do not be reactive. Uh, Position yourself and your family and your loved ones so you all can survive and potentially thrive through the greatest, because this is the greatest wealth transfer of the United States. And I'm a little shocked at President Kennedy, the president elect, of his opinion for free money movement like Bitcoin and things of that nature, because John F. Kennedy was the total opposite. He wanted to bring in the silver-backed currency. In fact, JFK brought in executive orders 11111 to bring in sound money, silver currency. You also have Abraham Lincoln that wanted the greenbacks, right? Um, that wanted the greenback, and both of those, their demise or what they ended up in an assassination. So you have things like Cash App that's a threat right now to the banking system. And coincidentally, right around the tax deadline, which is April 15th, and the anniversary of the Titanic, right? Okay, I got your text message, hon. I'm definitely will text you when I finish this live stream. But from Africa, the American, she want to let me know I'm in Africa, but I'm an American. I love it, love it, love it. But let's see. Okay, let's watch this real quick. We're gonna have to do this a little differently. But I thought this was interesting.
Cash App was just found stabbed to death in San Francisco. Now, in part one, I explained that these three bankers were killed in the Titanic who opposed the Federal Reserve, which is very symbolic because the date that they were killed on was April 15th, tax day. Now, history does repeat itself. This crypto billionaire died, and this one, and this one. Nikolai even tweeted this before he died. Pause and read. Let me show you a picture of Bob Lee. You might not
So
know
for
his
time's
name.
sake, let me go back to the three people, the three bankers that were killed in the Titanic, that their net worth would have been worth 11 billion today. Those persons are Roosevelt and no, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Roosevelt. He's definitely not the person. Give me a second. So you have Benjamin. I cannot pronounce his last name. Um, Sakuginjin, I don't know, I'm butchering his name, opposed to the Federal Reserve Bank. Um, all three men died that night, and these were three bankers that were killed in Titanic. Again, this is why April 15th is the tax deadline date for the taxes, right? Um, because everything is done in rituals here, right? So I'm giving you all information and I'm giving you answers at the same time. This is just not a live stream, just give you information to see who's the smartest person in the room. As my friend guy says, to have intellectual masturbation. No, you're getting information and answers here of what to do. This is what makes Bitcoin different. This is what makes silver different. This is what makes gold different, because there are monetary tools outside of the government system. You have ISA, I think, ASA, Strayas, ISA, Strayas, opposed to Federal Reserve. They knew what was happening. And then you have JP Morgan Chase that was supposed to be on a Titanic, but last minute became sick and canceled. And he had a lot of artwork, a lot of material wealth on there. He removed all of it, right? And so you have Jacob Astor. opposed to the Federal Reserve Bank. Again, the secret number is 11, people. So I want you all to put 11, 11 in this live stream. You all know that those are my prosperity numbers. If you've been following me for any amount of time, 11, 11, Deuteronomy 1 and 11, Deuteronomy 11, 11, Joshua 1 and 11, Second Chronicles, is it 1 and 11 or 11 and 11? When God promises um, King Solomon, yeah, he would be the richest man because he asked for wisdom and knowledge. And you know what, you all, that's the first step, I think, and preparing yourself for this currency system reset is first asking for wisdom and knowledge. Joshua 1 and 11 says to prepare your provisions. After you pray and ask for wisdom and knowledge, then you should be making preparations for your provisions. Again, you can survive and thrive if you are prepared. Again, for example, tuna is food, right, that has long shelf life. Having tuna, which is also a diesel driven product, right? And the reason why I say that, because you cannot catch tuna. You must have the diesel, another commodity, to go out there with your spears and kind of, stab tuna and things like that. But things like that have long shelf life, preparing your family, having your water, right? If you have too much of that, that's okay, because, give it to Goodwill, give it to a nonprofit. There's plenty of people that need food and water. I would rather be prepared, right, and making provisions than to be caught unprepared and to be caught in a destitute situation, right? Yashman says also the wealthiest black men at the time from Haiti. Oh my God, I did not know that. It was so many wealthy people on that ship, right? So now let's look at the 100-year reign of the Federal Reserve Bank. The Federal Reserve has not been around that long, so it's been about 100 years. And 100 years biblically in the Bible. Another 11:11 scripture, you are Genesis 11 and 10. Shem, let's do this. One of Noah's three sons, as we had 33 people in. I'm stocking on tuna. Yeah, tuna is diesel based. That's why I've been telling you all, educating you all about the silver, stacking physical silver, and having cryptocurrencies that are linked to real world commodities like natural gas, crude oil, black gold, aluminum, which is another commodity, just like copper and silver. That is a global shortage of. It's all about supply and demand. People will need these products. And so you have Shem, one of Noah's three sons, who survived the flood, and he gave birth to his firstborn son when he was 100 years old. And so this birth took place 2 years after the flood. And it was when, after the flood subsidized, or when after the flood lowered, and he was able to leave the ark, Genesis 11 and 10, meaning leaving and transition, the number 11, 100 also tied into that. And transitioning, as Abraham also was 100 years old, his wife Sarah, 91, birthed in Isaac, right? This is when Isaac was born. And although Abraham already produced the son, right, God considered Isaac the rightful heir of the promises to the father. 100 meaning gaining your rightful place, your rightful heir, your right transition. But people, you have to make the right move. You cannot be stagnant in this. You are co-creators with Christ. Once you get the information and the knowledge, it is up to you to take action of it. If you don't take action after you have been informed and educated, then your future is in your hands. Your inactivity or activity is in your hands. So again, the number 100 can vary depending on where it's found in the Bible, but it's also a connection to a promise, as the 00. And then the number one that represents the beginning represents the infinity sign, a perpetual cycle that you can position yourself again, because there are some people that's going to be a part of this greatest wealth transfer in human history. And it's some people that's going to be part of the greatest poverty transfer in human history. It is all decided and guided by your actions or your inactions and your decisions. Now, I have to go. I'm not really going to address people that's, I can't address you saying you see 11:11 all the time. But my thing is, I teach about 11:11 all the time. And when I see 11:11, that's a sign for me to take action. I just don't see it and don't do anything. And it's a remembrance of me of Deuteronomy 1:11 and Genesis 11 and all of these prosperity scriptures, Joshua 1 and 11, that's connected with it. Because if you don't take action when you see numbers or a wanted sign, then it's really useless, I think. And you're just a person that just see numbers, but you're not manifesting them, and you're not getting the message and the meaning, right? I'm signing out, you all. Again, make sure that you are subscribed. I definitely enjoyed this live stream. I got to get on the road, meet with some friends. You all have a great, great weekend. Love you. Make sure you subscribe again. Visit Queen of Coin Silver and text 331 if you like more crypto information as well. 444-5556. Queen out.